Are you answering guest messages all day? Ever feel like you're running a messaging service instead of a bed and breakfast? You answer the same question over and over, check-in times, parking, Wi-Fi, breakfast hours, then another message arrives before you finish replying to the last one. Most B&B owners think they have a guest problem. They don't. They have a systems problem. And today I'm going to show you how to fix that. Welcome to another episode of Beds, Breakfast, and Business, where bed and breakfast owners stop surviving and start running calmer, smarter B&Bs. If you haven't done so yet, sign up, and if it's applicable, ring that bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Hi, I'm Jerry McPherson, and I've spent more than 30 years in hospitality, worked with B&B owners from around the world, conducted hundreds and hundreds of B&B inspections, and have spoken with countless guests about what makes B&Bs succeed. Today, I help B&B owners create businesses that are profitable, sustainable, and far less stressful. If guest messages are stealing your day, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'll show why guests keep asking the same questions, simple communication system that can save you hours every week, and how to reduce interruptions without reducing hospitality. By the end, you'll know how to spend less time answering messages and more time running your business. So why are you stuck in the guest messaging loop? Most owners think more communication equals better service. That's when things start to go wrong. Because every time a guest asks a question you've already answered 10 times this week, something important happens. You become the system. And once you become the system, everything depends on you. Now, this might surprise you. Guests aren't asking because they're difficult. They're asking because they can't find the answers quickly. Now, think about it. When someone messages asking what time breakfast starts, they're not really asking about breakfast. They're asking because your communication process didn't answer the question before they needed it. Stop answering questions before they're asked. The best message is the one you never needed to send. One of the smartest things you can do is create a guest information flow. Nothing fancy, just useful. For example, immediately after booking, send a welcome email. 3 days before arrival, send check-in details. The morning after they arrive, send local recommendations. Simple, predictable, helpful. And suddenly those repetitive questions begin disappearing. The goal isn't less hospitality. The goal is fewer interruptions because there's a big difference. Create scripts for common questions. And now let's be honest. You've probably answered, "What time can we check in?" about 5,000 times, maybe more. At some point, it starts feeling like Groundhog Day with extra towels. This is where scripts become your best friend. Not robotic scripts, helpful scripts. Write responses for your 20 most common questions. Save them, store them, reuse them. For example, "Hi Sarah, check-in starts at 3 p.m. If you're arriving later than 7 p.m., let us know and we'll make arrangements." Done. 30 seconds, not 5. Now you multiply that by 20 messages a day, and you've got part of your life back. What's the guest question you're most tired of answering? Let me know in the comments. And I have a feeling that many owners are dealing with exactly the same thing. Your website should be your best employee. Now, this is where it could get really interesting for you. Most B&B websites work like brochures. They should work like staff members. A good website answers questions, removes doubt, builds confidence. Think about what guests ask most often. Then put those answers front and center. Parking, check-in, breakfast, availability, pet policies, directions, cancellation policies. If guests can't find that information quickly, they'll message you. And every message costs time. And time is the one thing that you can never get more of. Now, hospitality doesn't mean available 24/7, and many owners struggle with this. You want to help. You care about your guests. You take pride in service, and that is a good thing. But somewhere along the way, many owners begin believing they need to be available every minute of every day. You don't. Imagine calling your dentist at midnight. You wouldn't expect an answer. Guests understand boundaries better than you think. Set communication hours. Tell guests when you'll reply. Most are perfectly happy to wait a few hours. The result? Less stress, better focus, more energy, and surprisingly, often better guest experiences because you're no longer exhausted. Here are your key takeaways. Stop becoming the communication system. Prevent questions before they happen. Create usable message templates. Turn your website into a guest assistant. Set healthy communication boundaries. If you do just those 5 things, you'll immediately reduce interruptions and free up valuable time every week. If guest communication is driving you mad, I've got something to help you. Download the free Front Desk SOP Starter Pack. It gives you a practical system and template that you can start using immediately to create smoother guest communications and faster check-ins. You can find a link in the description below. Hey, thanks for watching, and if this helped, hit the like and subscribe. And if you really got something out of this, feel free to buy us a coffee. Remember, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need the right next step. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.